Okay, I am really looking forward to sharing with you what we're about to go through in this video. In the previous video, we talked about best practices, didn't we? And the best practices are, we recommend always having 3 addresses linked to your vault, but only ever needing to sign for any transaction by using 2 of them. So that's what we recommend, to have 3 addresses, but you only ever need to sign using 2 of them. But that means, of course, that we need to have a 3rd address in the first place to add to our vault. So we're going to go and do that. So we need this 3rd address. Now, we've already created a new address before in this course. You can either go and install MetaMask again on a new browser, or Rabby again on a new browser, or maybe if you're more confident, maybe you've got a hardware wallet with an address on it, you could use that. I'm not going to go through how to connect something external to Locked Money right now. The easiest I would suggest is going and creating another installation of Rabby or MetaMask on a different browser. So once we've done that, let's go and add that address to our vault. So here we are in my vault in Locked Money. I'm logged in using my MetaMask wallet at the moment. And let's go to settings on the left hand side here. We've looked at this a few times. We currently, of course, if we click on current signers, of course we've got our 2 signers, our MetaMask and our Rabby, but now we're going to add a 3rd signer. We're going to add that here. So what is that 3rd signer address going to be? Well, as I've just mentioned, I've already set up a new MetaMask on a new browser just before this video. Let me show you the browser. Here it is. So here's a new browser. As you can see, me moving it around here. Here is my MetaMask. So if I click on this MetaMask and grab the address, here it is. Let me click on that. It ends 084B. 084B. I've got a handy dandy document here as well, which I always like to do to be organized. And there it is. I copy the address ending 084B. So this is now my 3rd address, my 3rd wallet. And it's another MetaMask on another browser. Great. So let's just make sure that that is copied. And then back here in my vault, let's click on Add New Signer. What am I going to call this? Let's call this Chris3 MetaMask. Let me put my address that I just copied and let me paste it in there. We're not going to change the threshold, are we? We still want to keep it as just 2 signers out of essentially now 3 wallet addresses. So we'll keep that as it is. Let me click on Add. The approval will be processed pretty quickly. Let me click Confirm on MetaMask. That opens up, and my transaction has been submitted. This will approve very quickly. There we go. It has been approved. Let me click on Finish. Now, as you'll see here in my dashboard, under the awaiting confirmation area, we've got a little 1 here. Let me click on this to expand. And look, here is my new wallet address, my Chris3 MetaMask that we just added, waiting to be added, but it needs to be signed. It needs to be confirmed because, of course, I've got my Multi Sig on, haven't I? Any transaction that I do in my vault needs 2 signers, as you know. So we've just done 1 here using my MetaMask because I'm logged into my vault using my MetaMask. So all I need to do now is go to my 2nd wallet, my Rabby, and log into my vault using that wallet, and I will see that I will be able to confirm this. So let's go and do that right now. So we've done this before. Here is my browser where my Rabby wallet is connected. Here is Rabby up here. Let me grab my Rabby wallet address, password rather, that I've got over here. There we go. So I'm now going to log into MetaMask, or connect, I should say, using my Rabby wallet. So I've connected to my Rabby wallet. Let me go to Locked Money. Here we go. Let me launch my vault. Here is my vault. Let me click on that. We will see if I go to Settings on the left-hand side. There we go. Pending your approval. Let me click on that to expand it. Look, there we go. We're being asked here to approve the addition of this 3rd wallet to my vault. This is exactly as we want it to be. So it all works perfectly. Let me click Approve. We're just confirming that we are now approving this, and we're adding this new wallet address to my vault. So in a second, we'll have 3 wallet addresses to my vault. Let me click on Continue. It will process. Rabby will open. There we go. Let me click on Sign. Let me click on Confirm. Just take a couple of seconds. As I said before, Locked Money is very, very fast. Okay, that went through very, very quickly. I always like to refresh the page anytime I do a transaction, just to make sure I'm seeing the latest page. And I am. And look, now, can you see here where it says current signers? If I click on that, look, I've got 3 addresses. So 3 addresses now that I'm seeing here within my vault. This is looking at my vault when I've logged in using my Rabby wallet. If I move this out of the way and I go back to my vault, the same vault that I've logged into using my MetaMask, if I refresh here, you'll see that the current signers will also show 3. There we go. So we've now added 3 wallet addresses to my vault, but we've kept the threshold down here at 2. So any of these 3 I can use to sign any transaction moving forward. And this is the best practice, to have 3 wallets that you can use, but you only need to sign using 2 of them. And the reason that we've suggested this is because in the highly unlikely event that one of these wallets did get compromised, we can simply remove it. We would still have, of course, 2 wallets left, so we could still execute any transaction. We wouldn't be trapped, but then we could add a new 3rd wallet. So let's go through what does happen if one of these wallets did get compromised or you couldn't access. Let's go through how that would look, and it's very, very easy to fix. We'll go through that in the next video.